Have you ever heard about the creatures of the Book of Revelation? But have you heard everything? What if I told you there's a forgotten bestiary, filled with bizarre entities, supernatural hybrids, and beings so disturbing they seem ripped from a collective nightmare? Creatures with eyes all over their bodies, monsters rising from the abyss, even locusts with human faces. This isn't fiction, it's in the Bible. But no one wants you to know what it really means. Behind the symbolic language of Revelation lies a mystery that few dare to explore. These beings aren't random. They represent something much deeper, maybe too real. Why does a seven-headed dragon stalk a woman clothed with the sun? Why does a beast prevent you from buying or selling unless you take its mark? And what's so dangerous about these symbols that people avoid even mentioning them? In this video, you'll enter the darkest and most revealing side of Revelation. It's not just about the end of the world. It's about the secrets hidden between the lines. Get ready to see with new eyes, but be warned, once you open this door, nothing will ever look the same again. So tell me, are you ready to see what's been hidden all along? At the core of the mystery within Revelation stands a figure that still baffles scholars and truth seekers, the beast rising out of the sea. Described with 7 heads, 10 horns, and blasphemies on its mouth. This creature doesn't seem earthly. Is it a metaphor for oppressive systems? Or something literal, something alive? The weight of this image is so intense that many avoid even talking about it. But think about it. Why does it come from the sea? In biblical symbolism, the sea often represents chaos, the unknown, the collective subconscious. A monster rising from its depths brings forth our deepest fears. As if the scripture is saying, what you fear the most will rise from the place you least expect. And the mystery only deepens when we realize this beast gets power from the dragon. Another symbol that seems tied to forces beyond our understanding. Some say this beast is a fusion of every dark power at work on Earth. Others go further, suggesting it's an interdimensional being, possibly a non-human intelligence wearing a mask. One scholar compared it to modern descriptions of entities encountered during unexplained events and UFO sightings. Coincidence, or breadcrumbs scattered through time, waiting for someone to connect them? The next clue may lie just ahead. As if one terrifying creature wasn't enough, another one rises, this time from the earth. With 2 horns like a lamb, but speaking like a dragon. It looks innocent but breathes fire. This is the type of mystery that unsettles even the most rational minds. In the context of Revelation, this second beast is the one that manipulates, seduces, and enforces authority, all under a veil of righteousness. It doesn't rule by force, it rules through illusion. It performs miracles, calls fire down from the sky, and deceives the masses. Take a look around. How many voices today pose as saviors, but lead us into confusion? Revelation might be holding up a mirror to our time. Charismatic figures, false prophets, appearances hiding dark agendas. And the scariest part, people follow without questioning. This beast introduces another enigma, the mark. Yes, the one that prevents anyone from buying or selling without it. But it's more than a physical stamp. It's a symbol of control, ideology, allegiance. What lies behind this mark? What kind of system would make survival dependent on surrendering your will? The next creature holds the key, a number burned into humanity's nightmares. Few symbols carry as much weight as the infamous 666. Feared, misunderstood, and endlessly debated, this number is described in Revelation as the number of a man, and invites us to calculate it with wisdom. Some say it's a reference to historical rulers. Others claim it matches global systems, corporations, or even microchips. But what if it's not a number at all, but a mindset? Imagine this, a mark that controls commerce. Sounds familiar? In a digital world where money is virtual and identity is coded, total control feels less apocalyptic and more technological. QR codes, implants, facial recognition, all sold as convenience. But at what cost? Perhaps the real mystery is that the mark is ideological, a mental surrender, a choice you make, consciously or not. And here's what's more chilling. Those who resist the mark are hunted. They are excluded, punished. To reject the mark is to resist the system, and that takes courage. But is there another way out? Is escape even possible in a world that seems to be tightening its grip? The next sign in Revelation might hold the answer. Not in the form of a number, but a horseman, galloping fast. They don't speak. They don't need to. The mere presence of the Four Horsemen shakes the very foundations of the world. Conquest, war, famine, death, each one a dark reflection of humanity's worst chapters. But the mystery lies in how eerily relevant they remain. Just look around. Endless conflict, rising scarcity, global unrest. Could these riders be more literal than we thought? The white horse. Some believe it's the Antichrist disguised as peace. The red horse brings bloodshed. The black horse tips the scales of inequality. And the pale one, death, followed by the grave. It's not just a parade of destruction, it's a precision strike against false stability. Could what we call progress simply be an elegant disguise for ancient chaos? But what follows in their wake is even more unsettling. As they pass, they leave cracks, in logic, in order, in reality itself. Cracks through which other beings may emerge. Beings that defy description. Beings that may already be among us, hiding behind ancient doors, waiting for someone to finally notice. Now we descend into one of the most bizarre and disturbing chapters of the entire Apocalyptic. A fallen star opens the abyss, and out come locusts with horse bodies, woman-like hair, lion teeth, and scorpion tails. But here's the twist: they have human faces. That detail alone is enough to haunt your thoughts. Are these hybrids, demonic forms, genetic experiments? The mystery thickens. These creatures don't kill, they torment. They're like psychological weapons. Agents of fear, chaos, paralysis. What if they aren't just metaphors, but representations of systems that already torment society? Addictions, mind control, distorted realities. Some scholars connect these to biotech manipulation, or even encounters with extra-dimensional life forms. Their leader, Abaddon, the Destroyer. Revelation seems to suggest that these aren't threats from above, but from below. Beings that rise from deep within reality, from cracks beneath our feet. And if the abyss is open, what else might come out of it? What other forgotten beings await the chance to cross over? Now imagine a being that doesn't need to turn its head to see you, because it has eyes everywhere. That's how Revelation describes the four living beings around the throne. Full of eyes, inside and out, wings spread wide, shaped like lion, ox, man, and eagle. It's a mystery drenched in power, and deeply unsettling. What kind of intelligence does not blink, does not sleep, does not miss a single detail? These creatures don't act, they watch, and they worship. Holy, 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 holy is the Lord. But why so many eyes? In many cultures, eyes symbolize awareness, even multidimensional perception. These beings are sentinels, witnesses, possibly biospiritual instruments of divine consciousness. Others think they're ancient guardians from a different plane. One thing's clear, they see everything. And maybe they always have. Perhaps they are the bridge between worlds. The living proof that some beings don't just visit reality, they monitor it. And as we move deeper into Revelation, we meet others that don't just watch. They hunt. This is where Revelation reaches a boiling point of symbolism. A woman clothed with the sun, moon under her feet, crowned with 12 stars, pregnant and crying out in pain. And waiting for her, a red dragon, 7 heads, 10 horns, ready to devour her child. This isn't just poetic, it's spiritual warfare. And the mystery is, who is this woman? And who, or what, is the dragon? The woman is chaste, the dragon is cast down. But this isn't just celestial drama, it's an ancient story, being played out in real time. How many great ideas, divine missions, or inner truths are attacked before they're born? The woman escapes to the wilderness. The child is caught up to God. It's a story of conflict, protection, destiny, and of something bigger watching over it all. The dragon doesn't give up. He goes to war with her offspring, those who obey God. That war hasn't ended. Some say it never stopped. Could it be that what Revelation describes is happening now, and we're asleep to it? And what if the next creature revealed is so powerful, so unexpected, that even the dragon fears its presence? In the midst of all this chaos, something unexpected appears, a lamb, but not just any lamb. This one has 7 horns and 7 eyes, total power. Absolute vision. Revelation is saying, this is the true ruler, but not in the way you imagined. The mystery here is piercing. Why would the most powerful being be shown as something so gentle, so sacrificial, and yet so mighty? The lamb looks like it had been slain, yet it stands. It carries the wounds of death, but is very much alive. A paradox, weakness and strength in the same body. The 7 eyes are the 7 spirits of God, sent out into all the earth, which means nothing is hidden. Not your secrets, not your pain, not even your questions. The Lamb doesn't come to destroy, it comes to open, to unlock the scroll sealed, since the beginning. And what's in that scroll? Why can no one else open it? Why is this Lamb the only being worthy? The act of breaking those seals doesn't just begin revelation, it unleashes it. Creatures awaken, judgments begin, and time as we know it starts to run out. Now imagine this, 7 angels, each holding a bowl. But these aren't filled with blessings, they contain wrath. And each time one is poured out, the world changes. Boils blood, scorching heat, total darkness. The collapse is systematic. The apocalypse makes it clear. This isn't random punishment, it's cosmic justice. And the beings who carry it out don't hesitate. They're following an order far beyond human sympathy. A terrifying mystery. What's even more disturbing is that even after all this, many still don't repent. They curse, resist, deny. It's as if the human heart has hardened beyond repair. The bowls are not spontaneous. They're responses to systems of greed, to lies, to manipulation. And now, the mirror is turned, and it reflects everything. The mystery is, why do so many deny the obvious, even as the world collapses around them? But in this vacuum of power, something else rises. Not chaos, not yet, but a woman, dressed in purple, covered in gold, and drunk with power. She doesn't pour the bowls, she drinks from them. And what she represents is far more dangerous than we've been told. Dressed in purple and scarlet, adorned with gold, jewels and pearls, holding a golden cup full of filth. That's how Revelation describes the woman who rides the beast. She's called the great prostitute. But she's not just seducing kings, she's ruling empires. The apocalypse gives us her resume. She's drunk with the blood of saints. A horrifying, beautiful contradiction. The mystery: she's not a person, she's a system. An ideology. A presence of corruption, dressed in glory. And what's worse, she's not hiding. She sits on many waters, meaning she influences nations, peoples, languages. This woman doesn't just manipulate. She defines trends, economies, ideologies. The real danger: no one questions her. How many modern icons are just new faces of this ancient queen? And those who challenge her pay dearly. She's not just symbolic, she's strategic. But even she falls. The very beast she rides turns against her, because evil eventually consumes itself. When she falls, the world mourns, not for her spirit, but for its own losses, wealth, status, control. Revelation tells us destruction won't only come from above, but from within. And in that emptiness, something new tries to rise. Everything goes silent. The scene is overwhelming. Before a great white throne, all the dead, small and great, stand. And the books are opened, including the book of life. There's no hiding here. No masks, no excuses. Just reality, laid bare. The mystery dissolves, and truth remains. Revelation makes it clear. This isn't a collective judgment, it's personal. Even the earth and sky flee from his presence. Like the very fabric of reality can't withstand this moment. And then comes the question that echoes through the centuries: is your name written in the book of life? This isn't symbolic. It's eternal record. And those not found in it are cast into the lake of fire.
Yeah. Harsh?
Yes. But Revelation isn't trying to be comfortable. It's trying to awaken. And just when you think this is the end, something breathtaking appears. A city. But not just any city. One with no pain, no death, no darkness. A new order. A new reality. But the mystery isn't gone. It's just transformed. After all the destruction, Revelation ends with light. A new Jerusalem. A city coming down from heaven like a bride. But this isn't just a place, it's a promise. No more tears. No more death. No more suffering. It's the beginning of something greater. The apocalypse turns from dread to hope. But the mystery remains: who enters this city? And who guards it? Its gates never close. But 12 angels stand watch, one at each gate, each named after the tribes of Israel. These aren't bouncers. They're protectors, guardians of the sacred. A river flows from the throne, and the tree of life bears fruit year-round. Time doesn't exist here. Evil has no access. The whole city shines with divine presence. But maybe, this isn't just a place. Maybe it's a frequency, a state of consciousness for those who awaken. There's no temple, because God is the temple, and the Lamb is the light. The apocalypse may have shown us the end, but it's also shown us the beginning. And the question that lingers is, are you ready for either? After everything you've seen, do you still believe Revelation is just about the end? Or could it be a coded map? A warning wrapped in creatures, symbols, and judgments we barely understand. These beings aren't just curiosities, they are signs. And you, where do you fit in this story? Have you seen the mystery behind the eyes? Or have you been ignoring the signs? The questions Revelation leaves behind aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to wake you up. What marks have you accepted without noticing? What truths have you avoided? And most importantly, who or what are you becoming in this collapsing world? If this journey sparked something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Drop a comment, share your theories, tell me which creature intrigued you the most. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, because the next video will take you even deeper into the secrets buried for thousands of years. The apocalypse didn't end. It just began, and you need to be ready.